You see, my friend, when Jim Rohn said discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment, he wasn't just tossing out a catchy line for the sake of sounding wise. Now, he was handing us the very key, the golden ticket to everything we say we want in life. Because here's the truth: everybody's got goals. Everybody has dreams. If you sit in a coffee shop for 10 minutes and eavesdrop on conversations, you'll hear people talking about what they wish they had, where they wish they could go, the kind of life they wish they could live. Wishes, dreams, hopes, they are free, and we all have them. But listen carefully. Dreams don't build themselves. Goals don't come knocking on your door saying, "Hey, we heard you were waiting, so here we are, accomplished and ready to go." No, that's not how life works. The world doesn't pay you for what you wish for. It pays you for what you do. And between that picture in your mind, the dream house, the thriving business, the better health, the improved relationships, and the reality of living it every day, there's a bridge you have to cross. That bridge has a name. It's called discipline. And without crossing it, my friend, you're staying exactly where you are. Now, let's talk about that bridge. Some people think discipline is a dirty word, like it's punishment, like it's something to dread. They picture early mornings, long hours, sacrifice, maybe even suffering. And sure, sometimes it feels like that. But let me give you a new picture. Discipline isn't punishment. It's the price you pay for freedom. You see, undisciplined people think they're free because they do whatever they feel like in the moment. They sleep in, skip the workout, procrastinate on the project, spend the money instead of saving it. It feels free, doesn't it? But soon the bills pile up, the health declines, the opportunities vanish. Suddenly, they're not free at all. They're trapped by the consequences of their own undisciplined choices. Now flip the script. The disciplined person wakes up early, works on their craft, saves their money, takes care of their health. At first glance, it looks like they're living a restricted life. But fast forward a few years. Guess who has options? Guess who has opportunities knocking on their door? Guess who can travel, retire early, invest, give generously, live with energy and confidence? Discipline, my friend, is the only road to freedom because it builds the life you actually want instead of chaining you to the regrets you didn't plan for. Here's the thing about discipline. It's not complicated. It's not even mysterious. It's simply doing the things you know you should do, even when you don't feel like it. Feelings are fickle. If you wait until you feel like eating right, or feel like exercising, or feel like working on that business plan, you're going to be waiting a long, long time. Discipline says, I don't care how I feel, I care about what I want most. See, there's a difference between what you want now and what you want most. Right now, you might want that slice of cake. Most, you want to be healthy. Right now, you might want to binge watch another show. Most, you want to build a career that excites you. Discipline is the voice that says, I'm choosing what I want most over what I want now. And when you do that consistently, you start building the bridge from goals to accomplishment, brick by brick, habit by habit, day by day. Let's talk about habits, because discipline and habits are best friends. You don't need to rely on sheer willpower every single day if you turn discipline into habit. Habits are the autopilot system of success. At first, discipline feels hard because you're building something new. It's like clearing a path through the jungle. You're hacking away at the vines, sweating, struggling. But the more you walk that path, the clearer it gets. Eventually, it becomes a road. One day, it's a highway. That's what habits do. They make the hard things easier because they become part of who you are. Successful people aren't necessarily more talented. They've just built habits that keep paying dividends long after the initial decision was made. They don't think about whether to do the work, it's just what they do. That's the power of discipline-driven habits. Now, let me tell you something Jim Rohn loved to emphasize. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Did you catch that? A few simple disciplines. People think success requires some secret formula, something only the elite know. Not true. Success is eating an apple instead of a candy bar. Every day. Success is reading 10 pages of a good book instead of scrolling endlessly. Every day. Success is saving a little money instead of spending it all. Every day. Each choice looks small, almost too small to matter, but stack them up over weeks, months, years, and the compound effect kicks in. The bridge you're building with discipline stretches farther and farther until one day you look back and realize you've crossed it. You're living on the side called accomplishment because you kept walking one disciplined step at a time. But let me give you a warning. The opposite works too. Failure isn't one big mistake that ruins everything. It's a few errors in judgment repeated every day. Skip the workout today? It's no big deal. Spend more than you earn today? No big deal. Procrastinate on the project today? No big deal. True, none of these things ruin you in a single day, but keep stacking up those little undisciplined choices and the bridge never gets built. Or worse, you start building a bridge in the wrong direction, leading to regret, frustration, disappointment. Discipline builds, neglect destroys. It's as simple as that. Here's what I love about discipline. It doesn't care where you start. You can be broke, out of shape, uneducated, inexperienced, it doesn't matter. Discipline will meet you right where you are and take you where you want to go. Start small. Wake up 30 minutes earlier. Read 5 pages a day. Walk around the block. Save $10 a week. Do it consistently. Small disciplines compound into big results because the bridge to accomplishment doesn't require giant leaps. It requires steady steps. And let's be honest, discipline is hard. It is. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying. But here's the secret. The pain of discipline is nothing compared to the pain of regret. Waking up early might hurt a little. Saying no to junk food might sting a little. Investing in your personal growth might cost a little time and money. But regret costs everything. Regret is looking back 5, 10, 20 years from now and realizing you could have crossed the bridge, but you didn't. That's a price too high to pay. So choose your pain wisely. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. One weighs ounces, the other weighs tons. Here's what's exciting. Discipline not only gets you to your goals, but it also changes you along the way. The stronger you get at keeping promises to yourself, the more confident you become. You start to trust yourself. Most people break promises to themselves all the time. They say they'll start Monday, and Monday comes and goes. They say they'll save money, and the credit card bill keeps growing. Every broken promise chips away at self-confidence. But discipline rebuilds it. When you say, "I will," and then you actually do, something powerful happens inside you. You become the kind of person who follows through. That identity shift is worth more than the goal itself, because once you become disciplined, you can apply it to any area of life: health, finances, relationships, business. It's a superpower. So, my friend, when Jim Rohn said discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment, he was handing us the formula for success. Not talent, not luck, not connections, discipline. It's available to everyone. The question is, will you cross the bridge? Will you do the small, consistent things every day that lead to big results? Will you choose what you want most over what you want now? Because the bridge is waiting. Your goals are waiting. Your future self is waiting. And the only way to get there is one disciplined step at a time.